Chris, you can still see it? Okay, so this is one of the sets of problems that you're going to do in this assignment. So I'm going to show the question. And so you would subtract 8, divide out the negative, take the square root, and you're the plus or minus. So I don't know if it would take plus or minus 1, but here's what I would do. I would type in -1, and I'm hitting my comma key, and see how it bounces to another answer. And then I put in my 1, and I could submit it that way. I feel like I can get rid of that. So the other way you can do it is if I put this here, see, you can hit a plus. So if I had 3 answers, which I won't, see how I can add that way, or just hit a comma and it will do it. I want to see, you don't put in x equals. I wonder if it would take plus or minus 1 like that. I think it should. It does. So you can put them in separate. You can put in the plus or minus sign and you'll get it right. Okay. Now, there's another type of problem I want to show you on this. Yeah, it is this one. Okay. I need to take I'm cheating. I'm getting the answer off of it. Nope, that's not what I want. I want to show you one that's a little bit more difficult to put in. Okay. Now, what's different about these problems, we didn't see one exactly like this. You would add the 42, got it? Then you would divide by 9. That's not new. What's different is there's a 5 with the x. We didn't see those. Do you agree with that? So normally you just have the x plus 2, you take the square root. So still, same thing. Take the square root. We get a little plus or minus here, okay? This is not exactly what I wanted. But the idea is then I would add the 2. See how they separated it? I recommend if you have to keep working with it, you separate it. So here the positive 7/3, the negative. They then subtracted the 2, and next step was divided by 5. So again, put in these 2 answers like that. That was not exactly what I wanted. I need one with the root in it. Of course, it's taking me forever to find one with the root. There we go. Okay, this is what I need to show you. 10 plus or minus the square root of 5 over 4. Okay, this is the same idea, guys. Subtract 19, divide out the 5. You're left with this. Take the square root, got your plus or minus right here, right now. Bless you. Add 10, see how it's piecing it together with the 10 plus or minus square root of 5, and divide by 4. Now, if you write your answer like this, they will accept it. The other way you could write your answer is if you divided each piece by 4, this would then reduce to 5/2, and this would stay plus or minus square root of 5 over 4. So let me show you putting this in. Show problem. So when I go to put this in, I have to use parentheses. So I'm just using my keyboard to type in parentheses. I do 10, click my little plus or minus, click my square root. Now, do you see how the cursor is under that? So if I type anything else in, do you see how it's all underneath the root sign? So to get out of the root sign, just hit your arrow key to get out of it. Got it? I want to close those parentheses. That's my numerator. Divide it by 4 and see how it pops it into a fraction. I just hit my little backslash key. So that answer is going to be accepted. I'm done. If you're a person who separated it, I would have had the 10 over 4 would have reduced to 5 fraction 2. And then I would have had my little plus or minus. I would have had the square root of 5 on top. And then arrow out of it. Make my fraction and a 4. Because this would have been 10/4, which reduces. It will accept that answer too if you break it up. Okay? But you need to use parentheses. If you're putting all of this on top, use parentheses, and then this would go on the bottom. Or 10 over 4 is 5/2 plus or minus, this is left over. Okay? So I want to make sure I showed you how to put that in. Again, if you have more than one answer, which you will, just hitting a comma is good. I don't know what this answer is. Or hitting your little plus minus sign. No x equals. I tried putting x equals in here, and it didn't even tell me I was right or wrong. It just told me not to do it. Why won't it let me do it? X equals. So if I go to submit this, see that little hint? Actually read it. It says, instead of doing this, just do this. Or something. Do you see what it says there? So take the hint. Okay, that's all I wanted to show there. I don't even think that recorded. Is it over there? Okay.